The max procedure. I'm not going to give you my name or the team I played for. Doesn't matter. 10 seasons in the league as a linebacker, 2 Pro Bowls, 1 ring. I was the guy who hit like a truck and walked away laughing. Until week 12, 2022. Monday Night Football. I planted my foot to shed a block and felt that sick, wet pop in my left knee. ACL gone. Career flashed in front of my eyes. Team docs wanted me to go to the usual guys in Vail or Birmingham. I said no. I'd heard whispers in the player group chats about Dr. Maxwell Harlan. Everybody just called him Dr. Max, 31 years old, already had 3 patents, and his max procedure was turning torn ligaments into superhuman ones. Guys were back on the field in 10 weeks looking like they'd never been touched. Faster. Stronger. Meaner. I flew out the next day. His clinic was in this sleek, windowless building that smelled like ozone and metal. When the nurse took me back, Dr. Max was already in the OR taking a selfie. Blue scrubs, black cap turned backwards, diamond studs in both ears, full beard trimmed sharp. Behind him was the table I'd be lying on, gray sheets, stainless steel rails, monitors blinking green in the half-dark. Overhead lights glared down like eyes. He grinned at me like we were about to hit the club, not cut my knee open. Trust the max procedure, big man, he said, pocketing his phone. Most surgeons replace the ligament. I make it better than it ever was. The graft I use, it's alive. It learns your body. It becomes part of you in ways the textbooks don't cover. I laughed. He didn't. They put me under. I woke up 4 hours later with my leg in a brace and a strange warmth spreading through the knee, like something was already moving under the skin, getting comfortable. Recovery was a miracle. 3 months later I was cutting like I was 22 again. Hit harder. Never tired. Coaches called it the best rehab they'd ever seen. I finished the season, signed 1 more contract, then retired quiet. Moved somewhere cold and empty where nobody knew my face. Thought I was free. That's when the knee started talking back. It began as an itch at 3:13 a.m. every single night. Not on the skin, inside the bone, right where the graft sat. I'd wake up clawing at it until my nails came away bloody. The itch would stop the second I drew blood, like whatever lived in there had been fed. Then came the dreams. I'm awake on the table. The lights are blinding. Dr. Max stands over me, cap backwards, scalpel in hand. But he isn't operating, he's carving tiny symbols into the new ligament, little spirals that glow faint blue. My knee is split wide open and I can see the graft pulsing like a heart. It's not tissue. It's wet, black, and threaded with silver veins. Max leans in close enough that I smell his cologne and whispers, the max procedure isn't a repair. It's a deal. Your strength for its life. I try to scream. Nothing comes out. He just smiles, the same smile from the selfie, and stitches me shut with black thread that moves on its own. I jolt awake soaked in sweat. And every single time, my knee felt better. Stronger. Like the nightmare was medicine. Last month the dreams stopped being dreams. I woke up standing in my living room at 3:13 a.m. My left leg was marching in place, heel to toe, like it was warming up for a game that didn't exist. The knee moved with a smooth, mechanical rhythm that wasn't mine. I tried to stop it. My own leg kicked my right foot out from under me and I hit the floor hard. When I looked down, fresh black stitches circled the old scar in a perfect spiral. They sank into the skin and disappeared before my eyes. I drove 6 hours back to Dr. Max's clinic the next morning. The building was the same. The OR was the same. He was the same, blue scrubs, backwards cap, earrings catching the light. He examined the knee like it was an old friend. Integration is almost complete, he said softly, pressing 2 fingers into the exact spot that itched at night. Most patients don't notice until the graft starts communicating. You're one of the strong ones. I asked him what the hell he put inside me. He laughed the same easy laugh from years ago. Donor tissue from very special sources. people who sign the same waivers you did. The graft doesn't just heal you. It remembers. And it gets lonely when you retire. That night the knee dragged me out of bed again. This time it made me run. Barefoot on the cold floor, then out the front door, across the frost-covered grass, faster than I ever ran on the field. I couldn't stop. My arms stayed limp at my sides while my legs pumped like I was returning a kickoff. I ran until my lungs burned and my bare feet bled. When I finally collapsed in a ditch 2 miles from my house, the knee throbbed once, slow, satisfied, and went still. I looked down. New stitches. Another spiral. And carved into the skin in tiny, perfect letters that faded as I watched. More. I've tried everything. Physical therapy. Specialists. One guy took an MRI and said the graft was too vascularized, whatever that means. He asked if I'd been in any experimental programs. I laughed until I cried. Last night I woke up with my phone in my hand. I hadn't picked it up. The knee had. It typed a number I didn't recognize into my contacts. The contact name that appeared was just a backwards black cap emoji. I deleted it. The knee twitched hard enough to make the phone fly across the room. I'm typing this now because I don't know how much longer I have control of my hands. If you're an athlete with a torn ACL and someone offers you the max procedure, run the other way. Delete the text. Burn the referral. Because the graft doesn't just fix your knee. It replaces you. And Dr. Max is still taking selfies in that or smiling for the next guy who thinks he can come back stronger than ever. My left leg just started marching again. It's 3:13 a.m. I have to go.